Welcome to this NTA Physics Mock Test 2, question number 21. An inverted bell is lying at the bottom of the lake, 47.6 meter deep, has 50 centimeter cube of air trapped in it. The bell is brought to the surface of lake. The volume of the trapped air will become when it comes to the surface. Okay, atmospheric pressure is given and density of mercury is given and four options are provided. Right. How to deal this? So initially the inverted bell is at the point 2. Then it is coming to the top surface. The depth is 47.6 meter. Right. So shall I call this process isothermal process? Temperature remains same. So what can we use? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So P1. What is P1? P atmospheric pressure. P atmospheric pressure. P1 is V. This only we need to find. P2. P atom plus rho GH. Rho is water because the medium present in between the point 1 and 2 is water. So rho of water GH, that is P2, right? P is equal to P2 is equal to pressure at the point 1 plus rho GH. Pressure at the point 1 is P atom, so plus rho GH. Rho means the density of liquid present in between the point 1 and 2. Here water. Right, into V2 is given 50 cc, that is centimeter cube in the question itself. Right, now we need to find this V. So bring this P atom downwards. So bring this P atom downwards. So P atom by P atom is 1 rho WGH by P atom into 50 cc. So what is rho of water? 1000 gram. See, density of water is 1 gram per cc, you can say, or you can say 1000 kg per meter cube. Here G is there, so if when you apply 10, all units should be in standard. So 1000 kg per meter cube you can opt for. 1000 kg per meter cube into 10, height means 47.6 meter given in the question. And P atom is given as what in the question? Atmospheric pressure is 70 centimeter of mercury and density is given 13.6 gram per cc. What is this 70 centimeter of mercury? Assume this is a mercury filled with mercury from the top 70 centimeter. The pressure the mercury have, that is the atmospheric pressure. So rho GH. What is the rho of mercury? GH. What is the height? 70 centimeter. This is the atmospheric pressure. So rho GH with respect to mercury. Rho of mercury G into H. What is density of mercury? It is given 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. So convert into kilogram, 10 power minus 3 kilogram, and this is 10 power minus 6 meter cube. So 13.6 into 10 power minus 3 by 10 power minus 6 kg per meter cube into G. G value is given 10, right? Height 70 centimeter of mercury. So 70 into 10 power minus 2 meter. So if you calculate, this comes out to be 13.6. This goes upward means 10 power 3 into 10, 70 into 10 power minus 2. So apply this P atom here. 13.6 into 70 into 10 square. 13.6 into 70 into 4 minus 2, 10 square, right? Now this is also pressure. This is also pressure. So all units get cancelled. Kg per meter cube, kg per meter cube, meter per second square, square meter, and this is also in meter, right? This is also in meter. So this is going to become constant. So when you calculate this value, comes out to be 5. This value comes out to be 5. So 1 plus 5, 6 into 50 centimeter cube. No need to change this because all options are in centimeter cube. So 6 into 50 centimeter cube, 300 centimeter cube. Okay. So 300 centimeter cube is the correct option. So 12th option B would be correct. Not 12th, 21st question. 21st question option B is correct. Right, next. In the experiment to determine the focal length of the concave mirror by graphical method, the UV graph is what? Straight line or circle or ellipse or none of these. So this is a graph for concave mirror and convex mirror. They are rectangular hyperbolic. This is V graph, this is U graph. In third quadrant, mark 2 points and make dotted lines. Okay. In third quadrant, mark 2 points, make dotted line and make rectangular hyperbola. For convex mirror, in first quadrant, mark 2 points, make dotted lines, and these are the rectangular hyperbola. So rectangular hyperbolic is a correct option for concave mirror. Even hyperbola given, choose that, but no option is given. So go for none of these. So 22 option D is correct. So a polarized light of intensity I0 is passed through another polarizer whose pass axis makes an angle of 60 degrees with the pass axis of the former. What is the intensity of the emerging polarized light from the second polarizer? It's a formula based question. So it is based on the formula I is equal to I naught cos square theta, where I naught is intensity of polarized light is given same as the question I naught. Theta is given 60 degrees. So I naught 1 by 2 the whole square, I naught by 4. Right. This is the intensity when the light comes out from the second polarizer. So I is equal to I naught by 4. So 23 option D. Now 24th question. Electromagnetic waves propagate in the direction parallel to the vector E, B, E bar cross B bar or B bar cross E bar. So E bar cross B bar. See, electromagnetic waves propagate in direction perpendicular to E and B. Okay, and parallel to E cross B. Even you could have known the Poynting vector is nothing but E cross B by mu naught. So parallel to E cross B bar. So E bar cross B bar. So 24th question option C would be right. Let's move on to 25th question. A point object O is placed at a distance of 0.3 meter from a convex lens of focal length given. It is then cut into two halves, each of which is displaced by 0.005 meter as shown in the figure. Initially a convex lens, we are cutting it and we are moving 0.005 meter away and keeping it like this, and 0.005 meter and keeping it like this. So whenever you cut like this, the focal length will not change. What is the question? Image will be formed from the lens at a distance of. These are the four options, right? So whenever you cut like in this fashion, the focal length of the parent is f. To daughter is also f only. Focal length will not change if you cut in this fashion. If it is cut in this fashion, focal length will definitely change, but that's not asked in the question. So lens formula 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. It's not lens maker's formula. It's a formula used for lenses. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So u is given minus 0.3 meter. F is given 0.2 meter because it is convex, not concave. Whenever convex, the term is used either mirror or lens. Put a sign positive for focal length. So 1 by v is equal to 1 by f plus 1 by u. 1 by f is what? 1 by 0.2 plus 1 by minus 0.3. V comes out to be 0.6 meter, or you can 60 centimeter. This is a simple question. So when whether you cut or not, the answer will be 60 centimeter. So 25th question, the answer is D. Now 26th question, it's a very big question and needs some time to understand it better. So a chain of length L having length less than pi r by 2. What is pi r by 2? This is 2 pi r. Okay, this is pi r. This is this length is pi r. This length is pi r by 2. Okay, so the chain length is less than this, which means, okay, the chain length should be less than this pi r by 2. Assume it stops here itself. Okay, yes, and this is placed on a smooth surface whose some part is horizontal. This is a smooth surface, this is a horizontal part, and some part is on the quarter circular of radius r. Quarter circle of radius r in the vertical plane as shown. This is a quarter circle, this is horizontal surface of this table or smooth surface. Okay, initially the whole part of the chain lies in the circular part with one end at its topmost point of the circular surface. Initially the chain is like this, okay, whose length is less than pi r by 2. The chain is held at the topmost point of the circular surface. If mass of chain is m, then what is the work required to pull very slowly the whole chain on the horizontal part? So what is the work required to pull this chain upwards like this? You have to bring this chain to the horizontal surface. From here to, you have to break the chain like this. What is the work required to bring the chain from previous position to this new position? That is a question. The question is clearly understood and this is the options. Okay, let's do it the question step by step, right? Now first of all, this is a chain. I have hanged it at the topmost point and length is less than pi r by 2 because it's not extended up to the end point. So length is less than pi r by 2. I have remembered that also. Now what we are going to do is, this is a chain, right? We are going to divide this chain into small elements. Okay, small elements. Each element is having a length dl, dl, dl. So each element will be having a length dl, such that we are dividing the chain into small parts. So this is one element of many elements which have been made by our dividing. We have divided the chain into small elements. Among them, this is one element, and this element is making an angle. This element is making an angle d theta with the center. This small element dl subtend an angle d theta at the center. So consider the chain into small elements having length dl. So this is radius r, this is d theta. So what is dl? R d theta. This is equation number 1. Step 1 is over, right? Now step 2. Mass of that element. What is the mass of this one element chain? Okay, what is the mass of this chain? So how to find this? This is total chain. Mass is given m in the question. So m by L. mass per unit length. Mass per unit length. It's just like this. This is a rod having 10 centimeter and its mass is 20 gram. Find the mass of this element whose length is 3 centimeter. This is a question. How to find? 20 gram is the whole weight by 10 centimeter. 20 gram, 10 centimeter weighs 20 gram. 1 centimeter weighs 20 by 10 gram. 3 centimeter weighs 20 by 10 into 3. The same approach we are using here. Here 20 is M, 10 is L, and this 3 centimeter is nothing but DL. So how what you are putting? M by L into DL. Same approach we are using. So M by L into DL. DL means R d theta. Step 2 over. Now step 3. Let this element move from this position to the flat surface. Initially at this point. Now it's going to move from this point to this point. It's making what angle? Theta. It's going to displace from this point to this point, making an angular displacement theta. Okay, this element is going to displace from the point A to the point B through an angular displacement of angle theta with the center. Now what is the initial? DUI means, D means due to this small element, what is the initial potential energy? mgh. Okay, mgh. Assume this is the reference level. Reference level means potential energy at this point is 0. Now the chain initially at this point. So mgh, h means this height. H means this height we have to find. So mgh is the initial potential energy for that element. So we are putting dui is equal to mgh. G is negative. Why? We are going to do work against the gravity, right? We need to find this height h. How to find? We know that this is radius r. This is also radius, right? R. This angle is given theta. We are assuming it to be theta. So make a perpendicular line just like this. What about this? What about this length? This is r. This is theta. Then this length is r cos theta. This length is what? R cos theta. This length is r. Now we need to find this height only. What is height then? This height is equal to r minus r cos theta. R minus r cos theta. That is the height h, mgh. So what is this m we have found? What is the mass of the element? Mass of the element is what? M by L into R d theta. So M by L into R d theta. G is minus G. And what is height? It is going to move from this point to this point. R minus R cos theta. Now when it comes to this point, this is a reference level. What is DUF? 0. Because potential energy at the reference level is considered 0. Right. Now integrate the first equation and second equation. First do that. Integrating this equation, dl is equal to r d theta. So integrating it for the entire part 0 to L and from 0 to theta. 0 to theta. So L is equal to r theta. Theta is equal to L by r. This is the equation we get on integrating first equation. Now we are going to integrate the second equation. dui is equal to, so bring this minus sign this side, minus m by L r d theta into g into r. 1 minus cos theta. So pick out the constants outside. Now integrate. M r square g by L is constant. Bring this d theta this side. D theta 1 minus cos theta d theta. Now integral dui is ui. This constant will remain same. Integral d theta is theta, and integral cos theta d theta is what? Sin theta. Minus sign as such. Integral cos theta d theta is what? Plus sin theta. So sin theta, and put that minus sign as such. Okay. This is a ui. Now theta is what? L by r. So L by r minus sin L by r. Okay. Uf is what? 0. Now integrate this also. Integrating duf is what? Uf is equal to 0. So w is equal to uf minus ui. So uf means what? 0 minus this one. So you will get minus sign get cancelled, and you will get m r square g by L into L by r minus sin L by r. This is the work done slowly to move the chain. So we have simplified this sum by considering for one element, doing the problem, and then integrating it for the whole chain. This is the best method to do this sum. Uf minus ui is this much. Which option to choose? L by r sin minus L by r. So C option is correct. For which question? For question number 26, option C. Right. Next. 27. The radii of two planets are respectively R1 and R2, and the densities are respectively ρ1 and ρ2. What is the ratio of acceleration due to gravity at their surface? Right. So planets 2 are, this is A and this is B. R1, R2, ρ1, ρ2. We know that density is equal to mass by volume. Planet means we are considering it as a sphere. So m by 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. So we know that g is equal to gm by r square. So we have to bring this g in this equation anyhow. So what you are going to do, you are going to divide and you are going to multiply above and below by g by g. Okay. Now gm by r square, put one r outside. What is gm by r square? G. Okay. Bring this 3 upwards. So 3g by 4 pi, 4 and pi, this capital G, and this 1r. So you are bringing like this. So what can we say? G is proportional to, these are constants. So G is proportional to rho r. So GA is equal to RA rho A, GB is equal to RB rho B, R1 rho 1 by R2 rho 2. R1 rho 1 by R2 rho 2. So option D is correct for 27th question. Now 28th question. An electron is in excited state in hydrogen-like atom. It has total energy of minus 3.4 electron volt. Kinetic energy is E and de Broglie wavelength is lambda. What are those? E and lambda we need to find. So we first refer to this energy scale. Plus 1 means kinetic energy, minus 1 means total energy, minus 2 means potential energy. From this scale, you can find the relation between kinetic energy, total energy, and potential energy. Kinetic energy is equal to minus of total energy. It's nothing but plus 3.4 electron volt. So E we have found, right? Now we need to find lambda. This is with respect to electron. So don't apply this formula. E is equal to h nu is equal to hc by lambda. This formula you can apply for electromagnetic waves, or you can apply it for light particle, that is photon. You cannot use this formula for electron. That's why we have drawn and struck off, right? So lambda is equal to h by p, h by root 2m kinetic energy, because kinetic energy is equal to p square by 2m, right? So root 2 m kinetic energy, H is 6.6 in 10 power minus 34, 2 into 9.1 in 10 power minus 31. Kinetic energy is 3.4 electron volt. So when you do this, you get the answer 6.6 into 10 power minus 10 meter. Okay. So 6.6 into 10 power minus 10 meter, 3.4 electron volt. So option B for 28. 29th question. In a resonance pipe, the first and the second resonance are obtained at depths 22.7 centimeter and 70.2 centimeter respectively. What will be the end direction? Four options are given. So it is based on formula based question. L2 plus E by L1 plus E is equal to 3. This formula you should know is the end. E means end direction. L2 is given as 70.2 plus E is equal to 3 into L1 plus E. L1 is 22.7 plus E. Solve for E and you will get 1.05 centimeter. So 29A, first option, right. The efficiency of the Carnot engine working between 800 Kelvin and 500 Kelvin is, so a simplest sum, eta is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1, 500 by 800, 300 by 800, 3 by 8, 0.375. So 30th question, option C. 31st question, the dimensional formula for 1 by mu naught epsilon naught. We know that C is equal to 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught. Squaring on both sides, C square is equal to 1 by root of C square is equal to 1 by mu naught epsilon naught. So 1 by mu naught epsilon naught is equal to C square. C means velocity. So C dimensional formula is L t power minus 1. Squaring it, L square t power minus 2. So m power 0, L square t power minus 2. So option A for the 31st question. Simplest question. Within 15 seconds you should be able to do this. Now 32nd question. A bob of mass m is suspended by a massless string of length L. The horizontal velocity v at the position A is just sufficient to make it to reach the point B, which means you are giving some velocity v that is sufficient for the bob to complete the vertical circle. Okay, the angle theta at which the speed of the bob is half of that of A satisfies. When now we need to find this angle theta. This is a diagram. This is given string, right. You have to be careful in that. It is given string. This is given v. It is sufficient for completing the vertical circle. At this point, velocity becomes v by 2. This is angle theta. What is this theta? These are the four options. Theta, not exact value is given, exact value is also given, and in between value is also given. We need to proceed further, right. So this is the point B. Okay, this is point A. This is some in between point, right. So A is at the velocity v, it is v by 2. So for string, a thread or rope, for completing the vertical circle, the minimum velocity is root 5 gl. For rod, it is root of 4 gl. The question it is mentioned, it is string, so you have to make sure that this v is nothing but root 5 gl. If suppose if it is given rod, we have to use root 4 gl, right. So between point A and B, assume this as reference level. So whenever reference level is assumed, potential energy for the reference level is 0. And for this, it is height, this h. So this is also L. When the bob is at this point, this is also L. This is also L. So make like this. This is given theta. Then what about this? L cos theta. L cos theta. Then this height is L minus L cos theta. It is similar to one previous sum we have seen. Same approach. L minus L cos theta is H. So apply energy theorem. So zero potential energy zero at the point A plus half m v square is equal to what is potential energy at the point this point mg into height. Height is what? L minus L cos theta plus half m v by 2 the whole square, nothing but v square by 4. Right. So from this you strike all the m and multiply everything by 2. You will get 2 2 cancel, 2 2 cancel. So v square is equal to 2gl, take l common, 2gl into 1 minus cos theta plus v square by 4. So v square, bring this v square by 4 this side, 2gl into 1 minus cos theta. So apply this v square as 5 root of 5gl the whole square, you will get 5gl into this 3 by 4 into 2gl into 1 minus cos theta. So this is gl cancel. So 15 by 8 is equal to 1 minus cos theta. Cos theta is minus 7 by 8. We know that cos 20 is minus 1 by 2. Right. Cos 180 is minus 1. This minus 7 by 8 lies in between this cos 20 and cos 180. So in between minus 7 by 8 comes. Therefore, the angle is in between 120 and 180. But in the question it is given 3 pi by 4. That is 135 degree. Well, good. The answer is more specific. The angle is in between 135 and 180. But we are sure the angle is in between 120 and 180. It is further specified the angle is in between 135 and 180 in the options 3 pi by 4 C. So 32nd D would be appropriate. Now 33rd, the velocity displacement graph of the particle moving along a straight line is given. The most suitable acceleration displacement graph will be. So what is A? A is equal to V into dV by dx. This is the formula. dV by dx means slope. So V into what is dV by dx? V naught by x naught. So it's a negative slope. So put add minus sign. Now what is this V? It is general formula based. From this we have framed this. Okay. Now make equation for this graph based on this y is equal to mx plus c. What is y here? V. What is slope? Minus v naught by x naught. What is x here? X only. What is the intercept? Y intercept is x naught plus v naught. Sorry, v naught. Y intercept is v naught. Now this is the v. So whenever you see the graph, you should be able to do these two things. Okay. So A is equal to V into dV by dx. A is equal to V into what is this dV by dx minus V naught by x naught. What is this V? Just now we have framed this equation. V is equal to minus y is equal to mx plus c. From this equation we have framed this. So apply this V in here. So this V is nothing but this one and into minus V naught by x naught. So multiply this one and this one with this. We'll get like this. So the question is asked between acceleration and x. So this is y, this is x, this is m, slope. Slope is positive slope and this is the y-intercept, negative y-intercept. So like this only you should draw. So a x, positive slope but negative y-intercept means it is like this. Negative y-intercept, positive slope. Okay. So which one to choose? Option A would be more correct for 33rd question. So a drum of radius r and mass m rolls down without slipping along an inclined plane of angle theta. What is the frictional force? What is the work of frictional force? It converts translational energy to rotational energy, dissipates energy as heat, decreases rotational motion or decreases the rotational and translational motion? Let's check out this question. See, this is the drum. Drum means more like a cylinder. Okay. At midpoint, what acceleration? Mg sine theta towards downwards. Frictional force is a point contact force, and this will act at the interface between the object and the surface. So it will act at the F. So due to mg sine theta, it moves forward. It moves forward. Due to this frictional force, it rotates. Why is it so? See, when you consider this drum rotates about its center of mass. So some torque should be there for rotation. What is the torque formula? R cross F or force into perpendicular distance, right? But mg sin theta acts at the center of mass itself. Torque about the center of mass should be force into some perpendicular distance, but this mg sin theta acts at the center of mass itself, so perpendicular distance becomes zero. So mg sin theta will not produce any torque, so it is responsible only for linear motion. But when you take this frictional force F, this is a distance capital R, that is radius of the drum. So frictional force is going to give some torque for this pure rolling. So due to F it rotates because force is at some distance R. But md sin theta is distance is zero. So no torque. F means it produces some torque. So due to F it rotates. Because F is at some distance from the center of mass, therefore torque is produced. So the F frictional force converts a translation energy to rotational energy would be the best option for 34th question. 34A. 35th question. A sample of F18 is used internally as a medical diagnostic tool to look for the effects of a positron decay. T off is given. How long does it take for the 99% of the F18 to decay? Four options are given. Note it is in this is in minute, this is in hour. Unit conversion plays a main role here, right? So 99% decay means what it implies. 1% is remaining. So in physics, we mostly use this formula. N is equal to n naught 1 by 2 given time by t half. N means number remaining, right? What is remaining? 1. What is initial? 100. 1 by 2, t by 110. But we cannot bring 1 by 2 whole power. So this becomes impossible. This becomes impossible. So we are switching to chemistry method. T half is equal to 0.693 by k means rate constant, nothing but 110 minutes. So we know that T is equal to 2.303 by k, 303. For remembering, people say 2.303 by k log of A by A minus x. A means 100, A minus x means 100 minus 99. K means what? 0.693 by 110. So 0.693 by 110, 110 comes upwards. So this is 100 by 1, so nothing but log 10 square. So 2 log 10. What is log 10 value? 1. So 2 into 1, so 110. So when you solve this, you will get 731.11 minutes because T half is given 110 minutes. So divide by 60, you will get 12.18 hours. 12.18 hours is nothing but 12.2 hours. So 35th question, option C. Questions 36 to 45 will be continued in the next video. Thank you.